Hey, great.
Hey Heinz, well, podcast six done, and amazingly, we talked to Michael today.
Yep, that was done. That was quite an amazing podcast, especially hearing from someone that has survived the 9/11 terrorist attack in the U.S.
And he has written a number one New York Times seller as well.
Oh yeah, yeah, very smart guy, very intelligent, and to be able to hear his side of the story, especially being blind and then just having his guide dog lead him out of the building. That story was like mind blowing. It's amazing.
Yes, and we said we were going international. So the first international podcast, how did you think it went?
It went awesome. It was spectacular. Yeah, it was listening to it was like what I've said. It's really mind blowing. So I hope our listeners would enjoy every second of it. Yeah,
Yep. And coming up, we're going to have this one dropping today when this drops as well, the review. And then Friday next week, we're going to have another one dropping with a professional golfer called, his name's Michael Ferguson, and he's coming in to speak to us.
that's awesome. So we have lots of people from different backgrounds. So I guess that will give Alan Lewis Raw Conversation listeners a lot of angles to view from, like different people, different backgrounds, different stories. So yeah, it's
And part of this podcast, why I went back to September and what happened on 9/11 was, as we said, our last podcast talking to Simon J. Heath. Um, I wanted to go back to the start because that story about bravery and portrayal was so raw. And that was basically, of course, what happened where all the soldiers went to uh, Afghanistan and Iraq after what happened in 9/11, and to go back and speak to someone on the day, I think shows the motion, the story, and what where we are now.
yep, yep. We're keeping it raw here at Alan Lewis Raw Conversation. Everything from directly from the person's point of view, so that we call it POV.
Yeah,
So from their own experience, living it out, sharing out there to the world. Yeah, it's quite amazing.
excellent. Well, you can watch out for this podcast plus the one next Friday, and we hope you keep liking and subscribing to our all our social networks, and make even some great comments for us and tell us what you're thinking. We'll catch you next time.
Yep. See you guys next time.